Do you want to learn how to breastfeed your baby hands-free? Are you ready to take your baby wearing skills up to the next level? In this tutorial, I will show you how to breastfeed while baby wearing. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video. Welcome to the Mama Connect, where we discuss all things mommyhood. I'm Starlita Kilpatrick, and I'm all about helping moms of color be informed, inspired, encouraged, and supported through their motherhood journeys. If you want the scoop on all things mommyhood, then be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to breastfeed in 5 different types of baby carriers. Breastfeeding while baby wearing can make life so convenient. You're able to feed your little one and take care of things inside your home, or venture outside and go shopping on a trip all at the same time. So let's jump in. The first carrier is the ring sling. The first thing you will need to do is loosen the ring sling with a slight peeling back motion of the top or outer ring. You can then work your baby down to breast level. Peeling back that top ring is needed and latch your baby on. If the tail is long enough, you can use it to provide extra coverage if you so desire, just as long as you can always see your baby's face. Babies should be actively nursing while in a baby carrier. This is important. No sleeping babies in the breastfeeding position. If your baby is no longer actively breastfeeding, return them back to an upright position, double checking that their seat is nice and wide, and bringing all the slack or extra fabric back over to the rings for tightening. All for baby's optimal positioning and safety. And there you have it, breastfeeding in a ring sling. Next up is the woven wrap. With the woven wrap, you first need to loosen the knot, creating some slack, and then retie the knot a little lower. Then you can guide your baby down towards that knot and towards the breast to be latched on. Here I'm using the 2-shirt hack, where your top shirt ultimately acts as a cover for your breast and the bottom shirt acts as a cover for your torso. You can, however, choose to simply do whatever method is easiest and most comfortable for you for accessing your breast, because there's no right or wrong way of feeding your baby. Just remember, when your baby is no longer actively nursing, return them back to an upright position, making any necessary adjustments to their seat and getting rid of any slack by guiding the excess fabric back over to the knot and reknotting. And there you have it, breastfeeding in a woven wrap. Next up is the stretchy wrap. Similarly to a woven wrap, you will first need to loosen the knot, creating some slack, and then retie the knot a little lower, and I do mean a little. As their name suggests, these wraps are quite stretchy. As with all of these carriers, you will need to keep a hand on your baby while making adjustments to the carrier or changing baby's position, but even more so with the stretchy wrap. After you've retightened the knot, you can guide your baby down towards it and towards the breast to be latched on, making any necessary adjustments to the shoulder fabric or seat for comfort. I'm sure you know what the next step is. Yes, return the baby back to an upright, wide-seated position if they are no longer actively breastfeeding, meaning they have either fallen asleep or are just hanging out, no longer having a sucking and swallowing pattern. Then guide any excess fabric over to the knot and tightly reknot it. Now, if this tutorial has been helpful so far, please like this video, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you won't miss a single video when I release it. Trust me, you don't want to miss the mommyhood scoop. Okay, now as a baby wearing consultant and educator, I personally prefer for my clients to breastfeed out of the stretchy wrap. So I will show you how to do that here. Simply peel away each layer and guide baby up and out. From here, you can breastfeed however you normally would or prefer, as you would without your wrap. And the reason I prefer this suggestion is that it can be challenging and even time consuming to reset a stretchy wrap prior to and then after nursing. It's not impossible to do, which is why I show you how, but if you've practiced and still can't quite get the security and comfort you need, or simply don't have the time, just know you have options. Next up is the Med-Eye or Baby. In this style of Asian carrier, the first thing you need to do is loosen things up by untying the knot that was created by the top straps, creating a little slack, and then tightly tying a new knot a little further down. Be sure not to confuse the knot that was created with the top straps with the one created with your waist straps. Trust me, it happens. Next, guide baby down in the carrier to breast level and latch them on. When baby has finished nursing and is no longer actively feeding, bring them back up to a kissable level, readjusting their seat and getting rid of any slack by bringing the excess strap fabric to the knot. Then tightly retie your knot, and you're done. Last but not least is the soft structured carrier. Once again, the idea here is to loosen the carrier enough to guide baby down into an upright breastfeeding position while maintaining comfort and security. This can be achieved by releasing some of the webbing on the carrier, usually by lifting up the shoulder strap buckles a little bit at a time on each side. Then guide baby down to the breasts and latch them on. If your soft structure carrier comes with a hood, you could attach it for extra coverage if you so desire it. When baby is no longer actively breastfeeding, return them back to an upright, kissable position, being sure to make seat adjustments as needed and retightening the webbing. No matter which baby carrier you want to use, please understand that both breastfeeding and baby wearing are two different skills. Before you try any of these tips, it is important that you feel confident in your baby wearing skills and that breastfeeding is well established. Head over to themamaconnect.com to read more in depth about this. If this tutorial has been helpful, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel for the scoop on all things mommyhood. Breastfeeding while baby wearing can make life so convenient. You're able to take your little one and take care of things and do this and that and all kinds of lovely things. Then be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time I release a new video. Hey, can someone bring me a water? I got a frog in my throat.